Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations for BNI Arizona, and each week I come to you providing a weekly education nugget called Wisdom Wednesday that counts as one chapter education for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. We are a couple days away, guys, from the official deadline of Member Extravaganza. So the deadline for applications already passed. That was back on May 31st. However, membership committees had a couple weeks to process all of the last applications that came in. So for any last new members to qualify for Extravaganza, they need to be approved and paid by this Friday, because the next week's Wisdom Wednesday is when I'm going to be doing the official drawings for those for the cash raffle prizes and for the grand prize drawing for a lucky winner to join the executive team to the international convention in Sydney, Australia this November. So, next Wisdom Wednesday, you're going to want to tune in because that's when all the magic is happening for Member Extravaganza. So, only 2 days away, guys, for the official deadline for any last applications to count towards Member Extravaganza. Let's get all of these applications wrapped up. I know that there are quite a bit still pending. So I know that membership committees are working fast and furious to make sure that they're getting quality over quantity as far as the applications. So thank you to all of the membership committee members who have just been working your butts off over these last couple months with the influx of new applications that have been coming through for Member Extravaganza. It's always such a fun time of year, and I get even more excited for all of the new members that have joined the BNI Arizona family. For the first time ever, BNI Arizona has surpassed the 2,300 mark as far as member count for our region, which is just extraordinary. It really all comes thanks to all of you for inviting incredible professionals to join the BNI team. So next week, guys, I'm going to be pulling the winners. So stay tuned. You never know who I'm going to pull. So you want to check that out. Another big event that's coming up this Saturday is our Arizona Rattlers member. They have partnered up with the nonprofits around the region to where if you purchase a ticket for this Saturday's game, it starts at 6 o'clock. It's Arizona Rattlers versus the Sugar Skulls. Always fun names, too. That's going to be a fun game. Make sure to grab your tickets. We've done posts on this page for it. I'll post another link in the chat too, just so that way everyone has the link fresh. I did include the link in the Power of One email because I know you all read my Power of One email. It's in there too, guys. So check it out. If you can make it, come join us. I'll be there. I know a lot of members are going to be there. It's so much fun. They're so entertaining, those Arizona Rattler games. So looking forward to seeing you, a lot of you there this Saturday for Arizona Rattlers versus the Arizona Sugar Skulls. All right. So today, guys, so we've had a huge influx of visitors come in, and I really want to showcase some of the benefits of being a BNI member, because one of the things that we want to keep in mind that in BNI, but really in a lot of aspects in life, we want to have the abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset. And the reason why I say this is because there's a lot of great benefits with having an abundance mindset versus a scarcity mindset. And a lot of not just benefits, but advantages in the BNI world if you have that mindset, because so many more great opportunities and referral connections and relationships and money coming your way is going to happen if you just make that little shift. Sometimes it can be hard because when we're out in the world, we a lot of times view people that are in our same profession as competition. That's like a evil word in BNI. It's not about competition at all. So we want to make sure that instead of using that competition word, especially when it relates to connections within BNI, that we use it more of collaboration versus competition. When I used to represent my massage business in BNI, I received a lot of referrals from, guess what, guys? Other massage therapists. There's so much business to go around for everyone. It's all about the connections that you make and the relationships that you build within BNI. Now, how this also plays into all of the different aspects of BNI. So one, as you're having one-to-ones with members, make sure, guys, have one-to-ones with members within your chapter that are going to be great power partners for you. Have one-to-ones with power partners in other chapters. So make sure you're utilizing those cross-chapter relationships, especially with potential power partners. And make sure you're having one-to-ones with people in your same profession. I guarantee you it will be a dramatic change for you and your business if you make connections with people in the same industry. I hear all the time when I talk about this topic, so many members are like, oh yeah, I just recently connected with another person in my industry. And a lot of times, even for trades. So with the trades companies, if you service one part of town, build relationships with the other parts of town. And maybe you service everywhere, right? But if you do service everywhere, but maybe you prefer and your favorite referrals are in a part of town, well, build connections for the other one. Maybe if you have an opportunity to where if you're extremely busy, you can't get to this particular referral, but you've created an awesome relationship with a company that is in the area who can help them right away, you look like the hero to that client because you're able to assist them right away with someone who you trust because you've built relationships with them. Again, it's all about how we can collaborate together. So one is the one-to-ones. Make sure you're building relationships, strategic relationships with power partners, people in your own profession. Same when it comes to visitors visiting your chapters. So we always want to be welcome and open to anyone visiting our chapters. We want to create and give them the best BNI experience that we can. And so one thing that I absolutely love that several chapters have been catching on to, not just having open business days to where and to clarify, guys, open business days meaning open for categories that are open in the chapter. So it's not just anyone and everyone. It's specifically for open categories. And I've heard it a couple times where people thought it meant like an open house to where anyone can just come into the chapter. And really anyone is welcome anytime, 100%. But open business day is actually geared more towards open categories in the chapter. So really focusing on professions that are eligible to apply for membership. So open business days should be geared towards true visitors versus guests. So to clarify, there is a difference between a visitor and a guest. A visitor, it's their first time visiting and they're eligible to apply for membership, also meaning that they're not currently in BNI. Because if they're in BNI, but they represent an open category in your chapter, they're still not eligible to apply for membership. So that's the difference between a visitor and what would show up on the Palms report and count as a visitor. Because I get the question a lot as well, visiting different chapters, and in the VP report, they hear the visitor numbers and they're like, wait, we've had so many more visitors than what's recorded. And what happens is the only visitors that are recorded for that section are those who it's their first visit and they're eligible to apply for membership. Everyone else is considered a guest. So BNI members in other chapters are considered guests. Members or professionals that are within your same company, let's say you were the featured presenter and you brought multiple people from your business in to see your feature presentation, they would all be considered guests. Because they are within your same business. They're not eligible to apply for membership in your chapter. So that's the key thing. I want to make sure everyone was clear on that. But as I was starting to say, a lot of chapters are starting to have more of what's called abundance days, which is a really fancy word for inviting anybody to the chapter. And so in these abundance days, they're allowing everyone to give a presentation regardless of what category that they serve. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh, like I don't want someone to present on the same business that I represent in the business or in my chapter. And I'm going to tell you one thing, guys. So Having more people in the room, one, will give every single person in the room more visibility for their business because you have more eyes listening to your weekly presentations and the education you're providing about your business. And not only are you connecting with that one person, but you're connecting with their about 250 contacts because they say each business professional has about 250 contacts. If you leverage it correctly, if they need your services, they're going to be singing your praises after that meeting. So it's all about how we leverage it, right? Now, if someone visits your chapter and let's say they represent your business, if they give a one-time presentation about their business, and let's say even if it's by accident, if you have a meeting, the leadership team prepares everything and lets the person know, hey, you can't give a presentation because your category is already full. They say, no worries. And then in the meeting, the president stands up and say, hey, did I forget anyone to give a presentation? If they stand up and talk about their business, guys, it's not the end of the world. I promise you. If some member gives a one-time visitor a referral that represents your same business, then we need to work on building stronger relationships as members between each other. Because the person who's representing that category, that's the member, they're the ones that are in the chapter building the relationships. You shouldn't be scared of a one-time visitor giving a presentation about their business by accident, or even if it's on an abundance day, because, again, they're not a member of the chapter. It's okay. And plus, we want to also ensure that we're giving everyone the best B&I experience, whether they're a visitor for the first time, they're a guest, visiting just to check out B&I to see what it's all about, or members visiting from other chapters. We want to make sure that we're welcoming to everyone. Now, there are some situations to where maybe someone is subbing too much at a chapter or visiting too much. Now, the rule, guys, for visiting is that a visitor or member can visit a chapter 2 times. Now, we as BNI Arizona said 2 times per BNI year, but the policy states 2 times, like 2 times. No time frame, just 2 times. So, when it comes to giving a presentation about your business, whether it's a visitor for the first time or a member from another chapter, the amount of time someone can give a presentation about their business at any chapter is 2 times per BNI year. 2 times. Even if you're substituting. If you're there on a 3rd visit and you're substituting, you can't give an additional presentation about your business because you've already reached the 2-time limit. It goes with every chapter. If your chapter's not creating accountability around that, it will eventually hurt the chapter. Because if you have repeat people subbing all the time and giving presentations every single time, the likelihood of members inviting someone in that category is very low. So it's actually going to stunt your chapter's growth, even though you may be thinking, oh, well, we're just thanking them because they came and substituted. That's all great, guys. But I'm telling you, it's going to hurt in the long run. So make sure everyone is on the same page 2 times, guys. If you're watching this and you visit a lot of chapters, you can only give your presentation 2 times per BNI year at any chapter. We have 84 chapters around the valley, guys. That's a huge opportunity to build visibility around town. So mix it up. Visit different chapters instead of the same one all the time. So abundance. Keep that in mind, guys. It really will go a long way if we keep that mindset of abundance versus shifting into that scarcity mindset. Let's start to change our verbiage from competition to collaboration. So instead of scarcity, we're in abundance. There's enough business to go around for everyone. The more you're welcoming, the more positive visibility and credibility it will be for you and your business within BNI. So many incredible doors, so many referral opportunities, relationships will become available if you just shift the mindset just a little bit. And instead of thinking that everyone's out to get business from you, think of ways of how you can work together to even benefit more on more business coming your way. So that is today's education moment for Wisdom Wednesday, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully I will see a lot of you at the Rattlers game this Saturday. And if you ever have any questions, let me know. Looking forward to wrapping up Member Extravaganza this Friday, guys. That's the cutoff for any last applications to qualify towards Extravaganza. The application date's already passed, but we've got a lot of pending applications still in the system being worked on. So membership committees, thank you for all of your hard work that you're putting in to make all of this happen. And yeah, have a great day, guys, and we will see you all next week for the live drawing for the prizes for Member Extravaganza. Go log 1, Chapter Education for watching. See you guys later.